You know what's just so awesome is that now that training camp has started, instead of searching and hoping and trying to find something that is newsworthy, trying to find something to report to all of you, I now get to make videos where I report on two things. How cool is that? And one of the things that we pride ourselves on here at Sports Talk Detroit is we want to talk about the big stories, but we also want to talk about the stuff that you don't know as much about. We want to talk about the players you don't know about. We want to be a place where you can go to be like, hey, who's this new linebacker guy that we think played for the Cowboys or whoever he is? Who's this? We want you to be able to come here and find out who that is. When you want to talk about that depth at wide receiver, because we have a battle going on at wide receiver, and I am getting cautiously more confident, more and more and more confident as this goes on about what we could be seeing in that wide receiver room. So in this video, I'm going to talk about both. I'm going to talk about our new signing. That's going to be in the back half of the video. And then I'm going to be talking about the crazy competition that is already starting up at wide receiver. All right, here you can see by Brad Behrman that the wide receiver battle is already at a fever pitch in the Lions camp. And remember, we're not there. All right, we have our jobs. I live on the west side of the state. I can't be at every Lions practice. I can't be at them. I just can't. I have to work every day. So we need to take what the different beat reporters are doing, and I've been doing this for a long time, and you got to read between the lines. And I've been talking about this. And I think I have an idea, at least going into first preseason game, and we'll see how much that changes. But here's one thing I want to keep in mind, and I want everybody to remember. We have seen players ball out in the preseason and not make this team. We've seen players cut before the final preseason game after they've had two amazing preseason games. So I want you to keep that in mind. Things aren't always what they seem from the preseason. All right. A lot of this stuff, they're getting really good looks when we're talking about practices with joint practices and things like that, things we don't get to see, but the beat writers do. So we get to listen and we get to hear what they are saying. So the Lions have this camp battle that is absolutely ramping up. We know Amon-Ra St. Brown is number one, and based on what everybody's saying, Jameson Williams is the clear, unfiltered, unquestioned wide receiver number two. That's the news we all wanted to hear, right? And we wanted to see, okay, is Khalif Raymond's naturally going to take the three? Okay, but I have kind of a unique turn on this. I think there's a unique turn. So when you look at this and you look at our team and you look at our depth chart, all right, so here we go. St. Brown, Raymond, Williams. Locks to make the team. We know that. All right, and Raymond's actually being paid like he should make this team. In the article I was reading, it said Donovan Peoples-Jones is a lock for the fourth spot. Not so fast, my friends. I don't know that that's true. He's basically on a veteran minimum, like a $2 million contract, a one-year contract. If he isn't better than a younger player, I'm not so sure he makes it. Now, his versatility, his ability to understand different coverages, his ability to punt return, kind of punt return. We saw it. Like, a dude looks slow in punt return situations. But his ability to do all of those things does help him make this team. So here's my projection early on for the wide receiver room. Jameson Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown are on the field on all three wide receiver sets. That's just the way it goes. I mean, they can't play every snap, but the vast majority of three wide receiver sets. All right? Your third wide receiver is going to be a combination of Khalif Raymond and I believe Antoine Green. This is what I'm talking about reading in between the lines. No beat reporters are talking about remarkable plays or anything like that from Antoine Green, but what we are hearing every day, 4 days of practice, Antoine Green has been consistently repping with what unit? The ones. That is going to tell you what you need to know about his position on this team right now. So it's his job to keep it there. All right, Donovan Peoples-Jones, we hear, is repping with the ones and the twos. All right, I haven't heard Antoine Green repping with the twos very often. All right, Khalif Raymond is repping with the ones. So the question is, who is going to be that next person? All right, every day someone's been excited about someone else. All right, Isaiah Williams. Caden Davis was a guy who was flashing in OTAs, and they say he's still doing pretty good the first couple days of camp. Maurice Alexander on Saturday just had a big day at camp. Like, you'd think that he's someone we know of. Doris Fountain, a journeyman, like at the best, a journeyman, had a wonderful last couple days, a Friday, Saturday at camp. So if they keep 5, I think it's pretty clear. It's Williams, St. Brown, Raymond, Green, Donovan Peoples-Jones. But if they keep 6, what is this? And don't be surprised if one of these guys, by the way, a name I haven't heard all camp is Traquan Smith. But don't be shocked if a guy like Doris Fountain can beat out Donovan Peoples-Jones. That's all I'm saying. Don't be shocked. All right, now I said we were going to talk about getting a new player. The Detroit Lions have signed Malik Jefferson, coming from the Cowboys. But we could say he's from the Cowboys, but we could also say he's from a lot of other teams. 2018, he played for the Bengals. 2019, the Browns. 2020, Chargers. 2021, Colts. 2023, Cowboys, after spending most of the 2022 season on the Cowboys practice squad. He has only been active for 39 career regular season games, but he's seen action on defense for just 21 total snaps. Okay, he's 6'2", he's 240 pounds. All right, he has a lengthy, and I mean healthy, history of playing special teams with over 620 career snaps. So this is a guy who has played a ton of special teams. All right, when you go to PFF, his picture was with the Chargers. All right, he's 28 years old. He'll turn 29 during the season. But here's what I found so fascinating. For a guy that got almost no run on the defensive side of the ball, he is a freak athlete. Look at this guy. All right, coming out of the University of Texas. He was a 9.77 RAS. He was a raw player at the University of Texas, but he was taken in the 3rd round. Do you want to know why he was taken in the 3rd round? Because he's a freak athlete. So he's the kind of athlete that we want to get on our team. Now, do I think it's at an interesting position? Yes, I do. All right, we have a very good linebacker room. Like, it's very settled. How many linebackers can you keep? This dude almost has safety speed. All right, running a 4.5. All right, one of the faster times ever recorded by a linebacker. Running it at 240 pounds. He is not small. He's not. But you have to remember, we have linebackers. We got Barnes. We've got Rodrigo. We got Jack. All right, Campbell. We got Alex Anzalone. We got Jalen Reeves-Maben. We have Ben Neiman. All right, and now you have Malik Jefferson. Linebackers are such an interesting thing because they can be so versatile. So you have to start wondering, okay, how are we going to use him? Does he actually have a shot at making the team? My answer is it's an outside shot. But he's a guy that's been on so many teams over so many years. He's a guy you might be able to stash on your practice squad and could actually get in and give you some really good help when there's a couple of injuries throughout the season on special teams. I know that's digging deep. I know that's going far, but also maybe the Lions are thinking to themselves, we can unlock some of this great athletic potential that he has. If we can get him to see the game better, it could be really good. It could be a really good pickup, both in special teams and to play very sparingly for this defense. But I wouldn't expect huge things. So there you go. We got the huge battle going at wide receiver. We sign a new player, and all things are exciting for me because now, instead of trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about, I just get to talk about a bunch of stuff. Love this. We're not far away. All right. I think we're under 2 weeks. We're under 2 weeks till our first preseason game, and you can say whatever you want, but that scratches an itch for like a week. All right. That I know you guys are dying right now. I know you're dying to scratch that itch of just give me some real football, right? And then that scratches it for a week and then maybe even a half. And you're like, oh, yeah, this is preseason football. I get it. But it'll be so much fun to watch what kind of depth we have on this team. All right, thanks for watching every single day. Lions news, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. See ya.